My name is Harry, I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is July 28th, 2023. It is 3:39 a.m. I'm starting recording late, but I've been up for a while. I wanted to finish edit whatever I recorded yesterday. I did one recording yesterday, but I divided into two. So the first part was about what was it? And I think I made it live, public the same day. I think it was this one regarding the Dan Wootton ByLine report. So as soon as I finish the parts that talk about the ByLine report, I think it's part 4 of Dan Wootton. Later on in the day, I went to the museum with my son, and when I come back, you know, I was exhausted because I didn't sleep. And tomorrow he wants to do something else. I didn't promise him. I think he wants to go to Statue of Liberty. If I had known, I would bring stuff. We could have stayed at his grandmother's house, but I might have to go to New York again and then go to Statue of Liberty with him. I didn't promise him. I told him I don't know yet, because I hate promising to kids and then to change my mind. I said maybe depend on how I feel, but most likely I will go, because I think some of his cousins are gonna go, so we're gonna go. But like I said, I didn't promise him. So I was exhausted, and I think I took maybe 4 or 5 hour nap, and then I was up again on my regular time, because my body's already scheduled to be getting up around this time to start recording. So instead of recording, I finish edit the video. So let's get going. Okay, so 3,041 subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. And by the way, I have a Patreon account for those who wants to support me, because I will not create membership on YouTube. And I see here YouTube is asking me, if you look at the upper area here where I highlight, we invite you to help guide important decisions about how you make money on YouTube. The other day, YouTube sent a questionnaire. It's been hanging on top of my screen for a while. I ignore it, and then that particular day I said, you know what, F it, I want it off of my screen. Every time I recording, it's right up there. So I click on it to do the survey, and the thing that they were asking me, I think I took screenshot of it. It's about my ethnicity, certain part of, I hope I find it, because I don't remember where I saved the screenshot, but I did mention it in one of my videos. I was very disappointed. I didn't fully respond to tell them what my ethnicity is. Everything should be completely equal, no matter which part of the world you are in. So whatever algorithm, the code that they set up on YouTube, it should be the same for everybody. The only thing I think that would change is in terms of the currency, because the value of currency is different in different part of the world. So that's the only thing, but everything else should be the same. So yeah, this is my back end, and $310.30, my analytics. Okay, so there it is here. There's that. Okay, I have people watching my videos every day, and I mean, they're not into millions of views, but decent amount. Okay, some of them pass 1,000, so that's pretty good. This video that I put out yesterday, I put 2 videos out yesterday. The first one, the 6 a.m. one, have 1,195 views, and the second one has 778 views. That's pretty decent. Okay, and 1 thumbs down. There's one person that keeps on putting thumbs down on each of those videos, but anyway, thank you for that, because that's still engagement. So let's go on Twitter. this one, it's an old tweet, but I think it was worth revisiting because someone had liked it and it popped on my notification, and I click on it to see what the person liked, and it's this video. So let's go over it, just whatever's on the screen. Okay, this is Warrior Suitor. Low, while she has breath in her body. Wilson, there was the hope that Harry will come home alone, perhaps. Seward, if there was an awful tragedy, it will bring them together. They're talking about Harry and William, and then, you know, it's like everything is negative. And what the reason I sort of wanna revisiting it, because it's what happened this year, earlier this year, the chase that happened in New York. Okay, so this was back October 6, 2022. And then the chase happened. When was the chase? It was January, February, maybe April, January, February, March, April, or May, around this time when Meghan was gonna receive the award in New York. Okay, so a year later, or a couple months later, I would say, because it wasn't fully a year yet, and we had the chase that happened in New York, because now they knew where she was gonna be. Harry and Meghan, they knew, the people in the UK knew where Harry and Meghan were gonna be, because nothing is leaked from the Sussexes, but this was made public where they were gonna be. Okay, so there's that. Let me finish with the article, the caption, and then we'll listen to the video. Okay, so if there was an awful tragedy, it will bring them together, meaning William and Harry will come together. I said they wanted to remove Meghan from her husband. He said they won't stop until she's dead. Okay, and then this is my comment after it. Should the FBI, and I tagged the FBI here, be concerned about this kind of threat toward the American? May God deal with them the best way he knows how. Okay, so let's listen. It's only 31 seconds.
Well, how do you say? I'm fascinated in how
Harry loves those kids to bit. He's a great father. I'm convinced of that. He's always been terrific with children. Yeah. So well,
what is your prediction? I think he's going to come back here, tail between legs, and she'll be left there.
That will. I guarantee that will never happen for one very particular reason: the kids. Those kids are going to stay in the United States. Harry loves those kids to bit. He's a great father. I'm convinced of that. He's always been terrific with children. Yeah. So while she has breath in her body, those kids will remain in the States, and therefore Harry.
Well, how do you say? I'm fascinated.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. Somebody. This is the person I think who just liked it and says you agree. I don't know. Somebody must have liked mine or something like that. This is where it popped up. Okay. This here. Should FBI be concerned? Someone liked it. This is the person who liked it, and it popped up on my notification to let me know that somebody liked it. Okay, so now fast forward to yesterday, the 27th, but today's the 28th, but things that popped up yesterday, but I wasn't home for me to record them. Right, one of the reasons we set up at ByLine Time is because the British press is a self-interest cartel which conceals as many stories as it reveals, and the BBC is a coward, co-opt shadow of its former self. This is ever more apparent this week. Right, part 4, and yet Sky News and BBC have barely said a thing. The Daily Mail is quiet, The Sun is quiet, even Left Mirror has said nothing. Weird that. Why is them Wooten being protected? Where is the same hate they gave ITV presenter and BBC presenter, GB News? Okay, making reference to the ByLine report, and it seems like, because I don't live in the UK, so it seems like nobody's reporting on it. Okay, the mainstream media is not talking about it. Will ByLine ever launch a TV channel? Okay, a better media is in your hand. Okay, ByLine TV building a better media. Are they gonna do that? Fair and in-depth news analysis you won't hear anywhere else. Join our mission to build a better media today. This is very interesting. I didn't know that. Let's see here. This is an article. I'll leave it. So they put their clips. ByLine opinion. This is interesting. I didn't know about that. Latest from ByLine TV. Is it YouTube videos? I mean, they don't have the money to launch their own thing. New from ByLine. Okay, so this is new. Their website, ByLine TV. Okay, I didn't know about this. I'll put the link in the description for you. You guys could check it out. This is new. It seems like people could sign in. Okay, this is the way they do their thing. This is, let me retweet it for them. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is your time. Trust me, at Book Busy, I sent Peter Duke a whole channel idea with news from every direction and just not politics. One idea is a sport news show with the opinions saved until later in the day, past 8 p.m. unlike GB News. My idea will not have sitting MPs. You serve as a ripple of hope and the mess up UK media, which is essential about propaganda and disinformation to serve a master of any ilk, so far as that master is powerful and has money. Yep, I am glad that many people are seeing that right now and subscribing. My hope is ByLine time grows and the quality of journalism they provide is expanded. Okay, is ByLine held to the same standard that newspapers and magazines can be held to account by IPSO? They should, but IPSO is not doing the job. This is where the problem is. IPSO is not doing the job because all the other propaganda papers, people made complaints to them, they don't do anything. This is what they're supposed to do. I guess not guideline, what do you call it? If they do if they go out of line, or there's a certain standard that is supposed to be, journalists dishonor this particular guideline, this is where they step in and they should serve, you know, whatever punishment that needs to be made, but they turn a blind eye. But what happened with ByLine time is they doing the journalism. So if they themselves fall out of line, yes, everybody should fall under the same guideline. Okay, IPSO hold precisely nobody to account. Okay, they aren't subject to IPSO. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. I believe there was something else. Oh, the lawsuit with Harry. Okay, so there it is here. Just in, Prince Harry can proceed with some of his lawsuit against Rupert Murdoch's UK newspaper arms, but his allegation of phone hacking were made too late. London High Court rule. And I'm going to read that article. What happened is that, I mean, all this, Charles did his job for the paper. Okay? He prevent Harry from pursuing it. The other brother did what he needed to do, get the cash and move along. We will never know. But even though the phone hacking did not go forward, what happened is that at least we get to know. Harry straight up a lot of tabloid nonsense that were said about him. So he took the opportunity to make it, to fix it. Okay, it's court documented. It's in the record. It's there for anybody in the future to look at. Okay, but it's very sad to see this is what the other brother did. Okay, so let's read and see what Rupert says. Okay, Prince Harry gets a partial go-ahead for Murdoch UK tabloid trial. That was yesterday, July 27, 2023. Okay, updated a day ago. London, July 27, Reuters. Prince Harry can proceed with some of his lawsuit against Rupert Murdoch's UK newspaper arms, but his allegation of phone hacking were made too late. London's High Court ruled on Thursday. Harry is suing Murdoch's news group newspaper NGN over multiple acts of wrongdoing he says were committed on behalf of its tabloid, The Sun, and the now defunct News of the World from the mid-1990s until 2016. NGN has argued during hearing in April that the claims should be struck out because they fell outside the 6-year time limit for legal action to have been brought. Reporting by Michael Holden, editing by Sarah Young. Oh, that was it? Okay, so that was that. That was that. Okay, but the link will be in the description. So let's read some of the comment. Does this guy do anything else but so? I mean, if they leave him alone and Okay, if they were reporting on him and they were saying the truthful thing, guess what? Nobody likes to go to court. All these things take time. He will mind his own business and move along. But they keep on saying lies about him. Go out of their way to talk about him in a negative way that's not supposed to be done. So he has to take action. Okay, he's doing it for many people who haven't got the means or energy, so beating down to take them down. Okay, anyone can go forward on a case. It doesn't mean he will win or that he has any information that will help him win. We shall see. He wasn't necessarily going into win. Of course, he is hopeful to win. He knew there was a chance he wouldn't, but he did it for another reason, and that's to bring attention to the lying UK British press. That goal will be achieved. Okay, Murdoch cannot risk any more exposure. He will move to settle this case. Okay, Harry wants it all in the open. Thank you. A better heading, and not the UK newspaper heading. Those people are sick. Fox Media chief flyer Rupert Murdoch goes to, okay, going to be sued again. Thumbs up. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet, and it's making reference to this, and I think that's from Omid. Okay, there it is, Omid reporting on it. Court latest, Prince Harry has been granted permission to take part of his lawsuit against the publisher of The Sun to trial. The decision made at London's High Court this morning means the Duke of Sussex can proceed with his allegation of unlawful information gathering and the illegal use of private investigators from the mid-1990s to 2016. So this is very strange. Very strange when you look at it. The phone hacking cannot be proceed, but here private investigators from, what was it, unlawful information gathering. Okay, so he cannot use the phone hacking, and this is how they got some of this information. So now, okay, so this is gonna be very tricky. How are they gonna pursue this if they cannot use the phone hacking? Because some of them were through phone hacking. Do you understand what I mean? We need to pray for him, because this is very tricky. He cannot bring the issue of phone hacking. This is what they're saying here. I guess some of the reporters need to come and say, why? How did you get those information? This is, I guess some people, yeah, they're gonna have to call Piers Morgan to come. How did you get this information? Okay, if nobody spoke to you about it, he's gonna have to prove himself. Oh my goodness, this is very tricky. May God bless them, and we need to pray. I hope his lawyers find a way to proceed with that, to prove Harry's point of view, because the judge sort of put him in a really tough position. Okay, Mr. Justin Fancourt, however, refused to allow Harry to bring phone hacking claim forward due to the allegation being made too late. And this, I blame Charles and William. Okay, this is Charles and William's fault for that, preventing from pursuing. And I think this is one reason, one of many reasons. They have to throw the Queen under the bus. The judge said the Duke can't amend his case to rely on secret agreements between Buckingham Palace and news group newspapers executive. Okay. So how come Reuters then mentioned that? Okay. The judge said the Duke he cannot amend this case to rely on secret agreement. Wow, he cannot. Okay, so he cannot amend it. So they put a stop to him right there. I didn't even read that part when I was saying some of the thing, because the phone hacking is part of thing. He cannot rely. So all the top people, let's say his father, Piers Morgan, so in other words, he cannot bring them. So okay, we need to pray. Okay, we need to pray, and I hope his lawyers find a way around this to bring his case forward. We need to pray for him, because this is very tough. They put him in a very, very tough position. Okay. Oh, did I finish with it? Yeah, I did. Okay. He said this, and he was right. Now we are going to trial. Prince Harry said the British media creates news instead of reporting the truth. Okay, more money than sense. Okay, excellent. Get them, Harry. They are protecting Bullingham. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's why they did that. They put a stop. They put a frame. Okay, whatever secret agreement, whatever the brother already got, the cash he got. Okay, they need to, they protect that part. Okay, for every hurdle, there's a way. There is a way. I hope his lawyers find that way, because I do not see it. I do not see how, but there's always a way. Okay, my way for him is I'm praying for him. Okay, there's this. Excellent. Get them, Harry. They are protecting Bulliam again. In this case, I hope Harry unveil example of unlawful materials gathering that involve what Bulliam has also done that was kept secret and hush paid off. Yeah, because the brother took the money. Okay, which means this part aspect of the trial, okay, if he had gone to trial, already put an X on Rupert's thing. Okay, it's against him. Because if he didn't, why did he pay the money? If he feel like he didn't do it, why did he pay William? And this part is already crushed out. This is what the judge did. This part is out of the picture. But at least the judge, something has to go under the table somehow. But may the Lord help his lawyers find a way around it. May the Lord find a way for him. Okay, Princess Diana, do your thing. Fact, notice the judge didn't say there was no hacking. He said it was not in time. We all know the son is guilty. That's right. That's right. We all know the son is guilty of gross sins, and the monarchy is sitting pretty in their crimes, but the future is bright. Their sins will come out. Okay, so Piers Morgan walks away free again. Yep, that's exactly that. That's exactly that. But I hope, I truly hope his lawyer find a way. Let me see here. Okay, he now stars in his own nightly primetime Morgan called Uncensored on Fox TV America. Rupert Murdoch owns Fox TV USA. Watch. Okay, I don't want to promote this. Okay, it's disgusting. That was my first thought. I'm not sure because Piers worked at the Mirror. This is the Sun. One, so not related to Morgan. Piers Morgan is the Mirror, not the Sun. Okay, whatever. But yeah, he walks away. They let him walk away free. Okay, yes, Piers Morgan walks free. Yep. Best news. Good. I mean, it's not the best news, but they put him in a very tough position. They put him in a tough position. I hope, let's just hope, and part of the witness statement, his secret weapon, whatever he had, something secret that he didn't release during the how do you call this, whatever he did, his witness statement, I hope he didn't reveal it, so hold it accountable until trial. I don't know, I really don't see. Okay, huge win for Harry. Huge. It's not that huge because they put him in a very tough position. Oh, how proud Diana will have been of her Spencer's son William getting blood money. Diana protected the royal family. She will not be happy with him. How did Diana protect the royal family? Oh, please. Okay, she will not support this royal family. The apt is correct. Diana would be most proud of her younger son and appalled at what the other son have become under daddy's dearest money grabbing. Okay, to the ledge. Okay, because there was no evidence that a secret deal exists. I mean, how did William get the money? Okay, you forgot that part. An allegation is such a deal was not credible. Well, they could find evidence. What money goes in? Why did William get the money? Pretty much. Okay, we already know. We already know they are protecting the institution. Now, I think this is what I think the judge did. Because everything is out in the open, he wants to hold a straight face. Whatever deal that was done on the table, he got them out of the way. Okay, this is what I think, in my humble opinion. The judge get those the monarchy, the Piers Morgan, the William out of the way. Okay, and said, I'm blocking this part. You cannot move. Harry will not move forward with it and do all of this. He got them out of the way. Whatever money they pay him, he got it, and then The monarchy, the institution, William, Pierce Morgan, they're all safe. Now what Harry needs to do now this is gonna be out in the open. I do not see it. I don't know how, but if he does, with our prayers and make something click for his lawyers and him to find the fine line that could prove his case, whatever it is, because I'm telling you, I do not see it. Usually I have opinion of many things, but for this one, the way the judge have ruled it, I do not see it. But let's just hope the Lord have a way for him to win it, to prove his case. Now, if it makes sense and he proves it, he backed it up, whatever way he find ways, it's out in the open, and now the judge cannot say anything. Okay, he could say to the Rupert Murdoch, or let me not name names, whoever he trying to protect, okay, he could say, look, I got you out of the way in the first round. Now he proved his case, the whole world knows, and I need to keep a straight face of honesty. I have to let him win. This is the only way that I see it. Now, really, when you look at it, from what I've read, I don't have the full transcript. If whatever I just read here is what it is, the judge put Harry in a very, very tough position. And thank God, let's just say, he gives him the okay, you could go forward, but remove the hacking out, because it is the hacking that would have proved him. So right now, Harry is in a very tough position. Let's go to the next tweet. And I think this is it with the lawsuit thing. Okay, to move forward and all of that, I don't have anything else. Now, this is different things. Okay, there's this here. I have to say, I didn't realize how many people fantasize about being royal until come across the seething jealousy some people feel toward Meghan. It's like they mad she didn't notice the queue of 1.2 million desperate Karens when she walked into his arms, and they all crying foul. Pagan. Get the fact she wasn't an A-lister like Grace, or aristocrat like Di, or a tube of 10 years super glued like Kate. Oh my God, the shade she's throwing makes it worse for them. She didn't have to be born into it, work for it, or wait for it. The man just wanted her above all else, and it has the settle for less girl and their feelings. Yeah, I think I mentioned something like that a while back. Well, who wrote that that article that O'Brien went over, and I comparing it with my my video, The Firm. I think it was around that time that I mentioned something like this. Okay, oh, that's a thread. She continues, it is not Meghan's fault that guys don't text you back. It's not Meghan's fault that your career stalled at Costco cashier, and it's also not her fault that the lies you were told about the desirability of women of color turned out not to be entirely accurate. Blame Harry because he loves her. Oh my God, Pagan. Oh, I feel like all this were in Pagan's head and she just had to let it go. Because sometimes when I have something in my head, I just type and let it go. Okay, and I totally get it. If someone made you a princess and you will do everything perfectly and adored by the world, but when is any ever going to make you princess? And who even adores you now? Don't be afraid to sit with that, beloved, because it will help you to heal. Okay, I'm rooting for you. Okay, other than being a real life brick and murder prison, I can't imagine worse fate than being in that royal family. Prince Harry is superhuman to not only have survived in there but left intact with his family. Okay, those people are sick. Okay, the help of my life. Even the time that Meghan and Drew will have been impossible for me. Yeah, when you look at the thing that she went through, it's like, how? I guess our prayers were somewhere. I don't know how the universe worked, but it helped her somehow. Okay, there's the laugh at the settle for less girl. But seriously, even when your heart gets broken, don't you eventually get over it? They are still in their feelings. Okay, still never. That's why the papers keep writing that they're divorcing. The girls are still struggling. Giving them hope of nothing. Okay, so that's a different language. Okay, I think Grace Kelly's success have been exaggerated in recent years. She only had 2 consistent years of work. The rest was sporadic. Very interesting. Yeah, but she was beautiful, rich, white, and she won an Oscar, so that doesn't matter. Okay, they keep telling us what they will have done different. It was never going to be you. She jumped the queue, and apparently that is a huge deal. Yeah, and that's the thing with that video that I did regarding the tabloid, where blacks were starting to mingling with poor whites, and then they didn't want that to get to the higher level. I'll put that clip that says that.
And racism as such, as a philosophy, kicked in was as a direct reaction to the abolitionist movement. The abolitionist movement driven by some of the leading intellectuals of the day, as well as driven by hundreds of thousands of ordinary people in this kingdom who signed petitions after petitions and presented them to the House of Lords. When the abolition movement really kicked in from the 1780s onwards, the planters had to respond. And so this is where you get the most virulent imagery about brutal, pagan, bestial.
But the media is a powerful force.
Black people in the literature and in the imagery.
Cartoons portraying black people as licentious and depraved began to circulate.
But the media is a powerful force.
The anti-abolitionist Edward Long wrote,
"The lower class women in England are remarkably fond of the blacks. In the course of a few generations more, the English blood will become so contaminated with this mixture as even to reach the middle and then the higher orders of the people. This is a venomous and dangerous ulcer that threatens to disperse its malignancy far and wide until every family catches infection from it."
But the media is a...
This is the thing that they were afraid of, and then it happened, and then they're losing their mind. Most of them don't want the man. They want what he represents. That's why they see themselves and Kate, who fell in love with the crown instead of the man. That's that. Kate is still accepting the disrespect from Peggy because her ultimate goal is the crown. Yeah, that's very sad. That's very sad. This is it. This is that. Everything here that I just read is true. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, the royalists are already so bored of the slimmed down monarchy that they're writing fan fiction about a 10-year-old. Yeah, I wasn't really gonna bring this up, but it's very sad. Okay, Prince George knows all about royal feud with Harry and Meghan and is ready to step up. I mean, what the hell? His father is not even at the throne for him. It's so sick. All right, let me read what's there and then that's it, because I don't want ideas to start popping up in my mind because it's kids. Okay, when I saw this, I almost cried. My God, he's a 10-year-old child. Okay, I can't stand the way the royal family uses children and their PR apps. It's disgusting. They prove they're not family who protect children. They are firm that throws them to the wolves every chance they get. Harry was so smart to protect his children from that toxic dysfunction. The thing is that Harry went through it. He knows the feeling of it. They took his mother away from him. At least if his mother was there, there was that cushion of family aspect that will maybe he will not have that sense that he have now. But they took the mother away from him and he was left to defend for himself since the age of 12. When you really look at everything, that the truth, okay, I'm talking about the truth, and you compare the truth with the nonsense that the tabloid was putting him through. Okay, so Harry was pretty much left to defend for himself. Now these kids, they have the grandparents from both sides, with the exception of Princess Diana that's not there, but I don't know what the mother side is gonna do to help. But then again, you know what, this is why I didn't want to talk about it. Let me move to the next one. Okay, let me move to the next one. The whole point is that Harry went through it. He understands the feeling of being the spare, and each time they keep on throw him under the bus, they made him suppress his anger. So he knows the feeling of suppressing the anger, because sometimes he wants to lash those things out, but he has to keep a straight face while he's taking the abuse. So he didn't want his kids to go through that, so he got them out of there. Okay, next tweet, making reference to it as well. This was what William wished Harry could be. This was what William wished Harry could be to him for his entire life without love. Can you imagine? Look at it. He has to walk behind. So now, okay. Looking at it now, because now when William is walking, what's her name? Kate has to walk behind. So Kate become Harry now. She has to walk behind William instead of next to him. Oh my lord. Okay, it's quite sad looking back. I've seen so many pictures like this of him tagging along. The media makes the hate seems more than what it is. Let's not forget all the love UK showed Harry and Meghan. Okay, a man even asked his queen to give Meghan a bouquet of flowers. So we get yeah, little mad. There's that. Yep. Whenever mad, surprised at the onset, patiently waited for the love shown during the engagement and tore to run and to push back when the onslaught of vitriol, hatred, and racist comment gesture toward Meghan and baby Archie roared loudly, disgusted, more than a little bit of love. There's a thing here. And instead, he's mad at Harry for marrying his crush. It's sad. It's sad. Look at this. Oh, damn. He took the opportunity. Oh, damn. Look at Harry here. Look at the smirk of Harry's face. Okay, well, even Harry didn't want to be in the third wheel in that marriage, which is why he wanted love of his own. Thankfully, he was persisting until he found it. Yep, Kate wanted this for Harry also. Are you sure? Kate wanted this for Harry also? Huh. Awful. This just wanted Harry to themselves, like a third wheel or a dog. Okay, I remember laying those puppies down in the Tower of London for that memorial. No way should anyone who doesn't want to be celebrated be forced to be. Willie's heart has been made cold. Harry is big and warm. I know where I'd rather be. There's a laugh. Well, if you think about it, he never found love until he met Rose. That's that. Let me stop. I was thinking of something, but it was never confirmed, so let me not bring it up. Next tweet.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
are all in this together. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together. Because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better